What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Zam from Team ZamX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with a 19th place UDS. Bro, what's your name?
Abraham King.
Abraham, bro. What did you play this weekend?
Yeah, I played Nekroz because
Nekroz?
Blues Bay.
Blues Bay?
Blues Bay.
Blues Bay. So why did you decide to play Nekroz this weekend?
So Salamangreat was like the most represented deck for like the last bunch of events, and this deck smashes this deck. Like today I didn't lose to a single Salamangreat player. I dropped a single game against Salamangreat all day. Wow. The deck is just crazy against that deck. And then in general, like this deck has like the biggest power plays and like the greatest individual cards to have existed. Yeah. And like I don't think anything can match the raw power that this deck has in this format.
So you decided to make a huge meta call and decided to just play Nekroz to counter Salamangreats. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Do you have anything else you want to say before we get started with this video?
Yeah, I didn't make top because I played against decks that weren't Salamangreat. Obviously Danger Thunder Dragon smashes this deck, so I lost to that. And then I drew against Sam here playing Draco, and Draco's really hard too. Okay. But I lost it.
Yeah, but other than that, Rex Salamangreats. That's the point. Yeah. All right, let's go with the deck.
All right, so we got 3 Nekroz of Valkyries.
Okay, so what does this card do?
So this guy, it's a battle fader. You can discard it and banish a Nekroz card from the graveyard to get an attack and end the battle phase. And on the field, you can tribute up to 2 monsters from your hand or field to draw 2 cards. So this one is like, it's also the biggest body that I main deck, being 29. So it's like, it lets you draw into like your side deck cards or other combo cards that you need to pop off. But you're mainly using it for that negate the attack and just like protecting your other cards.
Yeah. And it's also like really good in time too, right?
Oh my god, yeah, dude. You never lose in time with this deck. It's crazy. Then we have 3 Nekroz of Brionic.
He's back at 3 now, so...
Yeah, so happy. So this one, the reason I was at 1 is because you could discard it to search any Nekroz monster in your deck. And there's one of them that's a monster that searches spells. So this card searches pretty much every single Nekroz card. Back in the day, it wasn't really used for its field effect, but on field, you can target 2 monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck, and then bounce them back to the extra deck.
That's really good.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. This card lets me like play around Phalanx. Like it doesn't matter if they have Phalanx in the graveyard, you can just put them back.
There's no cost.
And there's no cost, it's just target the 2 cards and put them back.
No cost at all, like no discard or nothing?
No, just target once per turn.
Easy.
Then we got 2 Nekroz of Trishula. The other like god card of this deck. So this is like the card that everybody's afraid of. Like when it's summoned, you get Trishula effect, you banish a card from the hand, field, and graveyard. And in the hand, if your opponent activates a card effect that targets a Nekroz card, you can discard it to negate that. So you're like can protect your Nekroz cards from being targeted, which makes it really great against Striker. But in general, just like banishing card from opponent's hand, field, and graveyard like every single turn is disgusting.
Yeah, so you can like banish Kagari, Ray, and also card with the hand, right? Yeah. Really, really good. Okay, nice.
Then 2 Nekroz of Colossus. This is one discards to search a Nekroz spell or trap card. There are no trap cards, but it discards search a spell or trap card. On the field, you can target a monster that's summoned from the extra deck, negates attacks, and negates effects, and makes its attack defense 0. So this helps me like push for game against decks like after I get them really low, and they're doing like something to like strikers specifically. Like they'll like be able to like float into range to like kinda and like stop me from killing them. And so like it was more than once I just used this to like make the monsters attack 1/0 and just like hit it for 29 or something. Nice. And then the Nekroz of Gungnir. This one came up like the least. But you discard it to target a Nekroz monster, and it can't be destroyed by battle by card effect. And while it's on the field, you can discard a card from your hand, Nekroz card from your hand during either player's turn to pop a card in the field. So ideally, it was supposed to be for like if I played Rogue like Draco, and you just summon it and then pop the diagram. But it didn't actually come up. Its field effect didn't come up a whole bunch.
Nice. Okay.
And then this was the
best.
This is the card that like did everything for me. Well, this card's face up on the field, and they get the effects of any monster summoned from the extra deck.
Broken. And
you can discard it to add any Nekroz card in the graveyard to the hand. That didn't come up that much just because it's only at 1. But this card was at 3. I definitely would have won this event.
Wow. Okay.
So that's the
Nekroz lineup.
No, there's 2 more. There's Shrit. This card was also banned. It counts as the entire tribute fodder for the summon of a Nekroz monster.
So like Trish and anything.
Yeah, Trish or any of the, like those weird like huge ones. This gets you to those. And when it's tribute, it searches a warrior, and so it searches Brio, and then that searches your entire deck. So tribute this card, search any card in your deck.
Really good.
And
so like with this card coming off the ban list, it definitely helped the deck a lot.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't think the deck wouldn't be as good as it is right now if this card didn't come back.
Okay,
It could still would have been really good, but with that card. And then this is the other one that was a blowout against like Striker and other decks. So Dance Princess it's like a miniature Denko that's searchable. Your opponent can activate card effects in response to the activations of Nekroz ritual spell cards, and they can't target Nekroz monsters with card effects.
Nice.
And if it's tributed, you add a banished Nekroz card to your hand. So you could like banish the Masters with the Mirrors to search, and then tribute this to add the cards back to your hand, or like add this back.
Nice.
Yeah. So then we got like the actual win condition, triple Mega Zaborg.
Okay.
So
what does he do?
When so if he's tribute summoned, you can target a monster on your field, target a monster on the field and destroy it.
So you target itself.
So you can target yourself. And if you target a light monster, then each player sends monsters from their extra to the graveyard equal to the level of the monster that was targeted. And if you tributed a light monster, you got to choose what it is. So pretty much you're
choosing him.
Yeah. So
how's it going? I thought you were someone else. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
So you're tributing a light monster to summon this, and then targeting itself, and then you choose 8 cards in each player's extra deck to send to the graveyard. And so like against Salamangreat, you just send all the Salamangreat monsters to the graveyard, and then they lose. There's nothing you can do.
Wow. Okay, awesome.
And then 3 Manju. This searches any like I had a realization on this card, like it's not really being played, but it searches any monster. I don't know why. Any monster or any spell. It literally searches your entire deck. So
nice.
Yeah. And then the incantation monsters, 2 of each of them.
So these cards are really, really good with Nekroz.
Yeah, so these guys reveal, so you reveal either a ritual monster or ritual spell. These guys reveal monsters, these guys reveal spells. To summon them, and then another incantation monster from the deck. And then when the other one is summoned, that one gets an effect.
Nice.
So these guys search your deck for ritual spells, ritual monsters, and this one adds from the graveyard ritual spells or ritual monsters.
Nice.
So early game, you want to see like these to summon these,
yes.
And then later you want to see these to summon these.
Nice.
Ah.
No problem.
And then 1 incantation Chalice Line. This card is actually like the most busted piece of shit. But you only need 1 because of its effect. You reveal it in your hand, discard any card, summon any incantation monster from your deck. So this card, again, searches any card in your deck, but it's like once per turn, every turn, because you're just never going to discard this card.
So it's always in your hand?
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's all the monsters. I didn't play hand traps in the main. Because this deck is godly going second too. You can play through almost anything in the field, any of the fields that are built nowadays. And then 2 of each ritual spell. Cycle is a Nekroz ritual spell that lets you summon a monster from the graveyard as well. It's like regular ritual spell or Monster Reborn. This one lets you banish Nekroz monsters from the graveyard as material, as well as tributing for the field. And then this one lets you tribute a monster from your hand or field, or 1 monster from your extra deck to summon a monster who's any number of Nekroz monsters from your hand, whose level equals the monster that you sent. So like if you send a level 12, you summon a 4 and an 8.
Pretty good.
You're usually sending 4 reasons. 3 Pot of Extravagance.
So good in this deck.
Yep. Draw 2 cards. Doesn't matter, that kind of interrupts Zaborg. You want Zaborg to like send their extra to the graveyard, mostly anyways. So yeah, clearly you gotta play that card. Then 3 Broken Card. Search your deck for a level 7 or lower ritual monster and add a ritual spell from your graveyard to your hand.
Pretty good.
Rhoda, because Shirit's a warrior and Colossalus is a warrior. And then this was a spicy tech that like nobody else has played. This is what you watched this video for. 3 Renewal of the World.
What the hell is this, man? Explain.
Okay, so when you activate this card, if it resolves, you banish a ritual monster from your deck. Then New Chain, you can send it to the graveyard. Then you either tribute 1 monster from your hand or field, or shuffle a ritual monster in your graveyard into the deck to ritual summon it, or add it to your hand. So you're usually ritual summoning Trishula during your opponent's turn.
Oh, so you're just switching them like immediately.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of like another pseudo interruption for you.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And then of course you can it fixes like consistency issues and lets you cheat out Unicorn at any point in time.
Awesome. All right, let's go up to your extra deck, I guess. Let's see what you play.
We got all the tokens first.
Nice.
So then we played 2 level 12s for Kaleidoscope, and then a level 6 for Kaleidoscope, because summoning Brio is really, really important against really Thunder Dragon. You summon it to spin their X deck away, but that deck's crazy. You kind of just lose to it.
Yeah, because they can't search, right?
Yeah, but against Salamangreat, you can ritual summon this card and just spin their cards back. So definitely gotta play that. 3 Herald of Arclight.
Because it is extravagance.
Yeah. Well, not just because of extravagance.
Oh, Zaborg.
Yeah, when you Zaborg, you send 3 of these and then search 3 cards.
Really good.
Actually, you'll end up getting 5 cards. So like these are like the Zaborg targets here, like your main ones. So when this is sent to graveyard, you search a ritual monster spell. You usually are Kaleidoing one of these to the graveyard to summon the unicorn and get a search off of it. But when you use a Borg, you're also going to send 3 of these and search the cards. Totally awesome. Adds any water monster in your graveyard to hand, and like guess what? All the Nekroz cards are water, so you're just gonna add them to your hand. Right. When this is sent to the graveyard, you get a pop-up card. A lot of people like playing a whole bunch of these because they're trying to play Nekroz going second, which right now is a huge mistake. I agree that like it's probably the better way to play the deck, but right now
with Colossus, it's kind of hard.
With Colossus and then like Roar and all the track cards and all the interruptions and like striker cards,
it's not worth.
It's not worth. So I only played one because it's almost never going to come up. I only send it off the board. I never send it off Unicorn.
Yes.
And then Omega. Omega puts any card in your graveyard back in the deck, which is kind of relevant. You can put like Zaborg them and send all this, search the cards, then put this back, and then Kaleido out Unicorn, and then search again.
Really
and then like late game, I usually just keep it in graveyard until I have to use it. You can like put these back after you use them all, and then get them back that way too.
Nice.
Then we got more spicy menus here. We got one Gaga Cowboy. This was kind of added last minute. A friend of mine was like, you know, when you enter this tournament, people are just like spend forever reading cards. You're gonna go into time, and I'm like, you are right. So I actually cowboyed 2 people for game today because they like spent forever reading my cards, or I just Borg them, and for whatever reason they like keep trying to play and not scoop. And then just like game 3, it'd be like timing around. I'm like, oh okay, cowboy for game. I checked on one person, and then I dueled once and lost. So we're not doing that anymore. And then the other spicy name is to Nethys, the Sacred Phoenix. I unfortunately never summoned this card, but
what's the theory behind it?
Okay, so when you ritual, you can link summon it using at least 1 ritual monster, and if you use 3, it gets a bazillion effects. So if you use 1, it can't be destroyed by battle. If you use 2, it can't be destroyed by card effects and it gains 1,200 attack points. And if you use 3 ritual monsters, it also can't be targeted and gains another 1,200. So you ritual summon it using 3, and it's towers. You can't be targeted by battle. It can't be targeted by card effects, destroyed by battle by card effects, and it's a 4,800.
So it's like wow.
Yeah. So like you summon this against Solomon Great game 2 because they set up Fusion of Fire because you can't do anything. They can't do anything against this, and then you summon this, and then they have no way to out it other than Borload, and of course you can just Valk it. And then Striker absolutely has 0 outs to this card. And so yeah, that was the stuff. That was the extra. And then
side.
Side 3 Phantasme. Of course, you know you kind of like got to play this card. It's really good because it protects your cards from being targeted. Which is like they're gonna try to Mirage Stelio away the Unicorn, so like just like they like make a link monster, you just summon this, and they're like, oh, I guess I lose. Denko, oh gods, this is the other card that definitely made me win today. Ripping Denko, dropping Denko,
and then really ritual summoning, and you win.
Yeah. Seer modes for the Thunder deck, which I never saw it at all. It was really unfortunate. I only played like 2 Thunder though, so it didn't really matter. And then 3 Pankratops also like came in once and like what just wasn't useful. So like in the future these are probably just gonna be like Twin Twisters or something. 2 minutes will have to save. And then the Fire Final Spicy maybe somebody already did it with this like those the Secret Villages. So if you play against Sky Striker and you summon Unicorn and you drop this, they can't use their spell cards, they can't use their action deck.
So it's game.
So it's game. And then like other like random matchups, it's like also came in handy. But yeah.
Alright, awesome, man. Thank you so much for this amazing deck profile. You have anything else you want to say before we end off this video?
Yo, I gotta give some shout outs real quick. So first, shout out to Kevin Tran. I didn't shout him out my Pasadena, and I hella regret it, but that guy, like, he almost made top today. He's improved so much, and like, Team K Tran for life, man. Awesome. And then shout out to this guy for helping me pay for my ticket. And a bunch of people lent me cards that I didn't end up using. All sorts of people. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
And then Aaron Hills, UGO Outlet. Shout out, bro.
Okay, no problem. Anything else you want to say?
Nah, I mean, like that's it.
We're good, bro. Congratulations, man. You were close. It was top 16, but you came 19th place with Nekroz, man. So close. Next time. All right, guys. It's your boy Sam from Team Sam's on you. All right, guys. Peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game. I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game. I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'm a king with it. Like, no, this league business.